Mr. Williams files under seal contemporaneously, we got it that time, with the filing to this motion, the city for which one of his homes is located, which is a few miles to the most extreme border of the definition of Metro Atlanta as memorialized in the amended sentencing sheet. So recently, in the past 24 hours, Judge Whitaker just made a ruling on the motion to amend the sentence or the probation for Young Thug, technically because Young Thug wants to be able to use his home, which is right outside of Atlanta or right inside the Atlanta metro area. And as we know, because of his probation, he is not allowed to be in the Atlanta area. So they asked Judge Whitaker, hey, Judge Whitaker, we're trying to move things around. Young Thug needs to be closer to his family, needs to access the home. Is there something you could do? So I wanted to go back and look at their motion to amend the sentence. It's going to take 2 seconds, and then we'll get to Judge Whitaker's decision. What does he say here? Comes now, Jeffrey Williams, by and through undersigned counsel, and hereby files this motion to amend the sentence. In support of this motion to amend the sentence, Mr. Williams shows as follows. On or about October 31st, 2024, Mr. Williams tendered a non-negotiated or nolo guilty plea, and this honorable court sentenced Mr. Williams to probation with special conditions of the same, which include, but not limited to, banishment from the metro Atlanta area for the first 10 years of probation. All right. On or about November 8th, this honorable court entered an amended sentence sheet to further define metro Atlanta as defined by the United States Census Bureau. Mr. Williams files under seal contemporaneously, we got it that time, with the filing to this motion, the city for which one of his homes is located, which is a few miles to the most extreme border of the definition of Metro Atlanta as memorialized in the amended sentencing sheet. All right, we go further. Mr. Williams has family in the Metro Atlanta area, specifically in the Atlanta, Georgia area, and respectfully requests the ability to reside/visit at times in his home located in the city in the attached under seal document so that he can have family gatherings for holidays and other lawful reasons with family, friends, and business associates, which is a home already owned by Mr. Williams. Obviously, they don't want the address leaked, so that's why they put it under seal there. On Thursday, December 5th, Fulton County Chief Probation Officer, Derema Whitrack, hopefully I said that right, advised via email that she has no objection to modifying Mr. Williams' sentence as proposed above. Moreover, on Thursday, December 5th, undersigned counsel, specifically Brian Steele, the GOAT, spoke with the Honorable Chief Probation Officer, Kari Mock, who explained that she is required by Florida law to reveal Mr. Williams' residence on a public website unless the Honorable Court enters an order restricting the same. Basically, they're saying we don't want people to know what the address is in Florida, especially after, boy, I couldn't believe this. Mr. Adams was on FaceTime with Young Thug when the Fit Lawyer ATL was interviewing him, and Young Thug was like, yeah, I'm in Miami. I said, man, what are you doing? Why are you giving away your location? Either way, they're trying not to have this location leaked. Wherefore, Mr. Williams respectfully requests a hearing on this motion and at the conclusion of the same, ask the Honorable Court to grant the above requested relief on the 5th day of December. That was last week. Respectfully, Brian Steele. Okay. Shout out to the GOAT, Brian Steele. Now, shout out to Young Thug. We are going to go back to, let me see. Is this the right? Yeah, this is the right one. Here we go. Shout out to Thugger Daily for this one. Says Young Thug's probation modification partially granted. Now, this isn't exactly what Young Thug wanted, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel here. What does it say? What does Judge Whitaker decide? Order modifying special conditions of probation. Based upon the consent/no objection of the probation officers in the state of Georgia, as well as the state of Florida, to modifying Mr. Williams' sentence is in the above referenced case, it is hereby ordered that if there are no violations of probation within the first 3 years, to wit, on or before October 31st, 2027. Oh, man. Mr. Williams can thereafter visit his home at the address located in the city that he has provided under seal and the specific address given to probation for up to 2 weeks at a time, up to 4 times per year consecutive. Okay, let's read that again. So he can visit the house for up to 2 weeks at a time, up to 4 times per year. So that's 8 weeks in the year. And not only that, he has to wait 3 years to do this. So he has to wait until October 31st of 2027. So Halloween, I don't know. Why that date. But anyway, Mr. Williams must notify probation officer probation at least 5 days prior to coming to this address for good cause shown and safety/privacy concerns based upon Mr. Williams' status as a known public figure. Mr. Williams' residence shall not be revealed by probation on any public website or the public at all unless otherwise permitted by this honorable court during the terms of supervision on probation and the other conditions of probation remain in effect. Ordered the 11th day of December 2024, signed by the Honorable Judge Whitaker. So what do y'all think about that? You think this is a win for Young Thug? I kind of get why Judge Whitaker is doing this. Obviously, Young Thug, he has some personal issues he needs to work through. And he really needs to show that not only he's a changed man, but that he can abide by this probation. Now, there were other things that Judge Whitaker mentioned when she handed down this ruling, or the sentences, you could say, for his special conditions when that comes to who he can have contact with and other things like that. But he really is going to have to spend these next 3 years making sure he's locked in, making sure he's not getting into trouble, and really following his probation to the letter. Because not only is he not going to be able to visit his home like he asked if he violates part of his probation, but there's so many other things that could happen as a result of this. So I think the way she put it, it's a really good incentive for Young Thug to just keep on the straight and narrow. I think it's going to be somewhat of an inconvenience for him and his family, because I know not only does he have family inside Atlanta, but he does have kids that are in this area as well. So they may have to move out, change schools, figure something out. I don't know. We'll have to see if he abides by this order. Hopefully that's the case and he doesn't get into any more trouble. Y'all let me know what you think in the chat. And shout out to everybody that's in here too. We got over 1,000 of y'all up in here. Thank you to everybody who liked the video. Yeah, I see a couple of you saying having to wait 3 years is wild. I think it sucks, but it's not wild. I think it's just something for him to look forward to. And it's somewhat of a good compromise, because Judge Whitaker could have just straight up said, nope, already gave my ruling. It is what it is. You got to deal with it.